One of the new quests in Update 1.9 for Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a bow for Besties. In order to unlock this quest, you need to be best friends with Hello Kitty. Depending on the order that you've done other things in the game, this may be a quest you can do right away, or it may be one that you'll have to trade to complete or do a little bit later. This should be fixed really soon, but right now, if you start this quest and you can't finish it, Hello Kitty ends up being busy with the quest, and it could take you a really long time to get the materials if you don't have them already or if you haven't progressed in the game in a certain way. Luckily, that is a bug and we expect it to be fixed really soon. Even so, you may want to pay attention to the materials and wait to start this quest until you're ready. In order to complete this quest, you will need to have several kinds of red flowers, the creation station unlocked, and also have some ribbon. So if you're sure that you don't have those things, definitely do not start the quest yet. We'll talk about the specific flowers and how to get them a little bit later. So track the quest and go and talk to Hello Kitty. She calls us our new best friend, asks us if we remember the first thing she said to us on the plane, and then it feels like she accuses us of messing with the cake machine. And she says she's figured out a brand new way for us to look even more like besties. And she gives us the instructions for the Hello Kitty red bow. This kicks off the quest, so head over to the creation station and you'll have a new set of instructions for Hello Kitty's red bow. In order to make the bow, we are going to need 5 ribbon, 5 red dye pouches, and then 5 red flowers in each of the base flowers. Now for the different flowers, if we click start, we can see what it's looking for the flowers. It doesn't need to be solid colors of these, but it does need to be red. So I'm gonna need 5 red dandelion. These could be solid red dandelion, ombre red dandelion, other patterns, it doesn't matter. But I am going to need 5 of the same one, so I don't think I could use 3 ombre and 2 solid. This is a base color, so as soon as you unlock dandelion, you should be able to be getting these. Just make sure you save some up. Then I'll need 5 red penstemum. Again, they can be solid or any pattern. These are not going to be a base color for penstemum, so you are gonna need to do color transfers. You'll also need 5 red tulia, and for tulias and all of the other flowers, it can be solid, pattern, or even one of the hybrid 2-color patterns. And then again, we need 5 red bell button. They can be solid or pattern. Again, with bell button, we're gonna need to do that through color transfer because red is not one of the default colors for bell button. You should have access to all 4 of the base flower types through the seed capsules that you get from Wish Me Meow. And if you accidentally composted all of those for some reason, you can get more seeds through the crane game or through trading. Color transfer can take some time. I know red bell buttons for me took but I'm not sure I was really trying for them as much as I was with other things. The first step in color transfer for flowers is to make sure you have the color flower that you want in a pattern. So a red ombre tulia or a red ombre dandelion. Then you need to breed that pattern flower with a solid colored flower in the flower type you want. So a red ombre tulias with a white penstemum or a sky penstemum. The color of the penstemum doesn't matter, but I would use the solid. When those two breed, you have a chance of getting another red tulias, a red ombre tulias, although that's pretty uncommon. The same solid color penstemum that you had, so a white penstemum, or you could get a red penstemum, and that's what you're gonna need for this quest. So if you know that you don't have these flowers yet, be sure that you're trying to get them in red and save up those blooms once you have them. Remember, in order for the flowers to breed, you should be fertilizing them every day, both your red ombre tulias and your white penstemum. And you'll want to do the same thing to breed the red bell button. Use either a red ombre tulias or a red ombre dandelion and breed it with any solid colored bell button. I would probably wait to start this quest until you're sure you have all of these materials, at least until we get Hello Kitty unstuck, which should be fixed really soon. You can also trade for these flowers since you need the flowers, not the plants, so that's another option. Once you have those, craft the bow. Hello Kitty did tell us to put it on, but the game does not remind us to. Dialogue makes a lot more sense if you do put it on. Head back and talk to Hello Kitty. She tells us we look absolutely stunning, even though we didn't put on the bow, and says that we should take a picture together. I put on the bow for the picture and matched Hello Kitty as much as I could, so take a selfie with her and then talk to her again. And she asks if we know the best part of her bow. Sometimes she changes the color just to coordinate with her outfits. And she says she could teach us to do the same, but first we have to spread the style around. And she tells us that we can take our time with it. So this completes a bow for Besties, and it kicks off the quest, Fashionuls. If we look at the quest, in our quest log, it tells us that we need to put Hello Kitty's bow on 7 nulls. And you may be thinking, I thought I only needed 5 of each of these flowers. Now I need 35 or 40 of each of these flowers, so I can craft the 7 bows to put on 7 nulls. And you can definitely do the quest that way. However, you don't have to. I think that would be the more fun way, and the nulls look super cute with the bows on. But you can actually take the bow off yourself and put it on and off the same null 7 times, and that will count for the quest. Now currently the quest does not increment to show you you've put it on 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, so you just have to keep doing it until the quest completes. Once it does, you'll have completed Fashionuls. And now when you go to the creation station, you have a new set of instructions, Hello Kitty style bow. And for this one, you only need 5 ribbon and 20 of the same flower. I tried making this with an ombre flower, and even though the game calls it a periwinkle and white ombre Hello Kitty style bow, you can see the bow I'm holding is solid color. I'm hopeful that this is a bug. I have reported it because I think this should work the way the other bows do, where you get that ombre or those 2 colors and the bows reflect the pattern and color of the flower. So I was a little bit surprised to see it solid, but I also am not 100% sure because it let us use a mixture of patterned and solid flowers to make her red bow. But I feel like because of the way the picture is with the color and the pattern on there, that maybe it is a bug, and in the future we'll be able to make ombre and patterned bows. But for right now, until we can confirm that that is fixed, I would probably not use your hybrids and your patterned flowers for making this bow. Now we can make Hello Kitty style bow in all different colors, as long as you have 20 flowers in that color. So hopefully this helps you with Hello Kitty's Bestie quest and unlocks 2 new sets of instructions for you at the creation station. If it did, consider giving the video a like to help others find it as well. Subscribe for more Hello Kitty Island adventure content and turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.